everybody. Welcome to another edition of LiFTeD TV. This edition is going to be a little different because I'm actually doing a presentation for one of my classes, so I decided to kill two birds with one stone and do my weekly episode and present some of this information to you guys. As well, as you know, I am a English Lit major at North Carolina Central University, Eagle Pride. And we were given this project to actually do a presentation on a figure within the Black arts movement for my contemporary African American Lit class, and I was given the figure of Amiri Baraka. So I'm going to give you guys some information about him. Just in case you didn't catch his picture at the beginning of this video, another one should be coming up shortly. Right. Okay. So Amiri Baraka was actually born Leroy Jones in 1934 in Newark, New Jersey. Now, Newark, New Jersey is a northern part of the state of New Jersey, and you guys should be seeing a map of that coming up. All right. He actually attended Howard University, but he didn't graduate. I was actually doing some research on him, and I saw that he was actually admitted into Rutgers University at first, and then for some odd reason he decided to move to DC and actually attend Howard University. Well, after attending Howard University, and like I said, he didn't get a degree, he actually started serving in the U.S. Air Force for our country. One thing that Amiri Baraka is well known for, and one thing that I know him by, is the play that he wrote, The Dutchman and the Slave, which was in 1964. He actually won an Obie Award for this play. Now, I actually didn't see the play. I actually saw the film adaptation of the play, and it was very weird. But one thing that I've learned by looking at some of Amiri's poetry and actually seeing this film again, some of his work is extremely controversial. He's a very controversial figure, weird at times even, definitely an extremist. But anyway, The Dutchman pretty much has these two big basic characters by the name of Lula and Clay. And Clay's name was symbolic of how Amiri Baraka was actually feeling about black people during that time, during 1964. So Clay was this, was supposed to be this easily impressionable black guy who was easily molded by what you would call popular opinion or what was going on at the time. So in the movie you see a lot of times, and in the play you see a lot of times where Clay's emotions drastically change because of what Lula is presenting to him at one time. One time she's very sexual to him and he feeds into that. Then she gets very emotional and angry, and Clay feeds into that as well. So it shows what Amiri was trying, Mr. Baraka was actually trying to portray at the time, that black people were really being swayed back and forth because of popular opinion at the time. Actually, he didn't even change his name until 1967 when he actually adopted some of the principles of Malcolm X, and that's when he actually changed his name from Leroy Jones to Amiri Baraka. After the death of Malcolm X, though, he decided to become a black nationalist. Now, black nationalism pretty much is where you had a group of people, black people, who actually advocated for a separate national identity for black people. So pretty much, even though black people didn't want to be segregated, the black nationalists wanted to segregate black people. Very confusing. I really didn't get a really good understanding of it myself because of what was going on during the 60s. Actually, when he became a black nationalist, then this is when he actually left his wife and his two children at that time to actually move back to Harlem. Yeah, extreme. But anyways, during the mid 1970s, again he changes his somewhat theology and ideology, and he actually becomes a third world Marxist. Now, I didn't get too much information on actually their principles or ideologies, but once again, you probably could imagine that this is another extreme group I actually wrote down some adjectives of some things that I was thinking about Amiri Baraka when I was actually researching him. And some things I came up with was controversial, extremist, weird in a way. He was very talented, very talented. His writing, his poetry is unforgettable. All right, profound and captivating. One thing that made Amiri Baraka very controversial was his promotion of rape and violence towards women, gay people, whites, and Jews. And a lot of times in his poetry, especially in the poetry that we've read, that he has written, it actually was geared towards that. You could actually sense the anger as we were reading it in class, and as I was reading it on my own, you could actually sense the anger from the words and how he actually expressed himself in the poetry. But yeah, that's Amiri Baraka. Currently, he has a lot of accolades. He's actually won the American Book Award. He's won a Langston Hughes Award. Like I said, he won the Obie Award for The Dutchman and the Slave. He's taught at universities such as Rutgers, Columbia, and the State University of New York at Stony Brook. So this man is very intelligent, but at the same time, when you read his poetry, when you look at the movie Dutchman, you can see his very complex mind. There's a lot going on in that man's mind. All right, so that's Amiri Baraka. I hope you guys have a chance or opportunity to check him out. So when you do, give me your feedback. Let me know how you like it. As always, hit me up with my information at the end of the video. Love you guys for watching. Have a good one.
Yeah.